I wanted to share a dream that my mom shared with me today. Just a little tidbit about my mom. She's almost 61. She doesn't have dreams, especially dreams like significant like this, in any manner of dream remotely like the one I'm getting ready to share. So I felt it was important to share. So I'm going to try to recall it as she told me. So it started off where she was out in front of her house with my little 5-year-old nephew. And above in the sky, there were these machines. She called them machines, flying around. And she described it looking like a snowmobile. I know that's kind of weird, but that's what she said, it looked like. And there was somebody with her, and he told her, don't worry, don't pay attention, don't worry about those. Just keep doing what you're doing. And one started kind of coming down from the sky down near where they were, and he said, okay, now it's time to hide. And so there's this little bridge in front of the house. It's actually, there's a ditch, and so it's like a little bridge to cross the ditch. And so she put my nephew under there and crawled under there herself, and she couldn't get her feet all the way in. So her feet were kind of sticking out, and she was, you know, she was scared because, they were going to see her. And the dream switched over into another dream. And this particular dream, she was inside the house, and it was a sunny day outside, blue skies and everything. And she said that she heard what sounded like fireworks outside. And she realized, well, it's daytime. Why would there be fireworks in the daytime? And then she realized it was actually gunfire. It sounded like a machine gun, like a pep, 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 like you can imagine what fireworks sound like. And she said that she looked over to my sister, my younger sister, she's in her 20s, and she had said to her, it's time to get yourself together. And she meant spiritually, like, get your spiritual house in order. There's no more time. Jesus is coming. So that was her dream. And the things leading up to that dream are very interesting. As a matter of fact, most of us have seen the president's addressing the nation yesterday and noticed his demeanor was off. There was something off with him. When I watched, it almost looked like he was holding back some emotion that he could hardly control. So I don't know what that emotion was. However, I was watching an Israeli news live where Stephen Ben Danoon had addressed the same issue, and that there was more going on. There was more to this whole thing than we were led on. And I shared that with my oldest daughter, who lives in Texas, and she agreed. And, the next thing I know, Watchwoman, it shared the same situation that about Stephen Ben Danoon's video. So right there was two more witnesses to what I already felt in my spirit all day long. I was very heavy-hearted, and I felt sick to my stomach, and I didn't understand why after I heard him speak, because you would think we would be happy because, oh, well, nobody got hurt. Our soldiers are safe, but that is not the feeling that I had. I had more of a feeling of uncertainty and a doom, not a fear, but more of a, there's more to this and we need to be ready. And what is interesting was I hadn't shared any of this with my mom, but I had sent Watchwoman's video to her, but she was asleep. When she woke up to that dream, and she saw that video, and it really freaked her out after she listened to it, Watchwoman's video. And so I'm encouraging you to go listen to that, and to go listen to Israeli News Live. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Israeli News Live, his video. I will post both links in the description box. But, it says out of the mouths of 2 or 3 witnesses, it shall be established. I believe that's 2 Corinthians 13:1. But to me, it spoke a lot. My mom also told my dad the dream, and he knows her. They've been married over 30 years. He knows enough to know that she doesn't dream things like that. And he said to her, we need to take this seriously and get ourselves prepared. And my mom said to him, we need to get ourselves prepared in a different way than you're thinking, and that's spiritually. Because we all think we need to physically get ready, but sometimes you can't be physically ready for what comes. It's like a sudden destruction. So I encourage you to hide Psalm 91 in your heart, because it's powerful, and it is one of those scriptures that speaks to this type of thing. If you don't have access to a Bible, you have it in your heart. So I want to leave with Psalm 91 and encourage you to learn it. I have learned it to tailor it to as I pray it over my family. I actually taught my 4-year-old, and she recites it as well. So this is what I usually say. And I also, I use the Father's name. So I've tailored it to that. And I've replaced, Lord and God with Elohim and the Father's name. So here's Psalm 91. He who dwells, as we dwell in the secret place of the Most High, we shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahuwah, He is our refuge and fortress, our Elohim in who we trust. Surely He will deliver us from the snare of the fowler and the perilous pestilence. He will cover us with His feathers, and under His wings we shall take refuge. His truth is our shield and buckler. We will not fear the terror by night, the arrow that flies by day, the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at our side, and 10,000 at our right hand, but it won't come near us. Only with our eyes shall we look and see the reward of the wicked, because we have made Yahuwah our refuge, who is even the Most High our dwelling. No evil shall befall us, nor any plague will come near our dwelling. For He shall command His angels charge over us to keep us in all our ways. In their hands they will bear us up, so we don't strike our foot against a stone. We will tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent. We shall trample underfoot. Because we have set our love upon Him, He will deliver us. Because we have known His name, He shall set us on high. He will be with us in trouble, and when we call to Him, He will answer. He will deliver us and honor us, and with long life He shall satisfy us and show us His salvation. Amen.